Turn to Psalm 32, verse 9. Psalm 32, verse 9. I'll start with a story that, well, I'll dedicate to Odie and to Bobby and to Wallace. An old hillbilly farmer had a wife who nagged him unmercifully. From morning till night, sometimes even later, she was always complaining about something. The only time he ever got any relief was when he was out playing with his mule. So he would go out and he would plow and he would do all kinds of things just to get away from that nagging wife. Well, one day he was out plowing. His wife brought him some lunch. So he drove the old mule into the shade. He sat down on a stump, started to eat his lunch. Immediately, here that wife went again harassing him, complaining, nagging, on and on. All of a sudden, that old mule lashed out, took his hind foot, and smacked her right in the back of the head. She fell over dead. Well, at the funeral several days later, the minister noticed something odd. When a woman mourner would go up to the old farmer, he would always shake his head yes. When a man would go up to the farmer, he would always shake his head no. And it was just like every woman that went up, he shook his head yes. Every man that went up, he shook his head no. The minister wanted to know what was going on. So he went and he said, I noticed that when the men came up, you shook your head yes. No, when the women came up, you shook your head yes. He said, well, when the women came up, they would say something like, well, wasn't her dress pretty? Well, didn't she look, y'all know how y'all do, natural laying there? Oh, wasn't she pretty laying there? But every time a man would come up, he would say, is that mule for sale? Psalm 32, verse 9. Don't be like some senseless horse or mule whose movement must be controlled with a bit and a bridle. Don't be anything like that. Someone